I was there, today. I was the witness of an astonishing miracle. Not a legend, not a rumor, but something my own eyes saw. The incorrupt body of a saint, shining with the fragrance of heaven, standing against the darkness of communism and even against death itself. I stood in line for a few hours, waiting my turn to venerate the relics of Father Ilie Lăcătușu in Bucharest, Romania. The man right before me whispered, trembling. His eyes, they just moved. I've seen it. And then it was my turn. I saw with my own eyes the body of this holy priest, incorrupt, whole, fragrant with holy myrrh, lying in the open air on a burning hot summer day. And this is not a legend, not a rumor. This is a miracle I witnessed with my own eyes. Father Ilie was a confessor of faith under the communist regime in Romania, tortured, humiliated, and imprisoned like thousands of Christians who suffered in forced labor camps. And yet, death did not conquer him. Decades later, his body remains incorrupt, a living testimony against atheism, against despair, against death itself. When I entered the chapel, I looked carefully into his eyes. I didn't see them move this time, maybe because of my sins or my weak faith. But that didn't matter, because before me stood a miracle already, a saint, whole and incorrupt, his body giving off that fragrance of myrrh. Not a corpse, not decay, a saint alive in Christ. And I am not the only one. Countless testimonies surround Father Ilie. A boy in wheelchair suddenly stood up and walked after his mother prayed to the saint. A barren woman conceived after years of tears. Students passed impossible exams after praying to him. Others say his eyes open, his hands grow warm, even move. One woman said, "He followed me with his eyes until I left the chapel." Even priests give witness. Father Ioan of Rarău, a man also imprisoned for 2 years in communist prisons, once prayed at the relics. At first, Father Ilie's eyes were closed, but after prayer they opened wide. Another time, his hands became warm, moving slightly as prayers were said. Science cannot explain it, but faith can. In life, Father Ilie was quiet, humble, and unnoticed, a simple priest never seeking glory. But in death, God glorified him. His relics are incorrupt, his presence is alive, his miracles continue today. I am witness. I saw it with my own eyes, a man tortured by communism who even in death is alive. Father Ilie Lăcătușu is the incorrupt saint of Romania, tortured by men, but glorified by God. And today he still works miracles, because truly God is wonderful in his saints.